So, Selena, in the end, 2-0 to France. It's a bit of a flattering scoreline, though, isn't it, for the French? I mean, the Moroccans, they did very well as well, didn't they?
They did, Stuart. They really gave the French everything they could. It was a difficult, a tough game for Les Bleus. They really had to suffer at times. But once again, Didier Deschamps' side emerging as the more resilient and the more clinical side out of the two, a bit like they did in the quarter-final against England. They got their first goal early on, thanks to Hernandez. It was a bit of a scramble, a good chance for him, though, a really difficult angle for him to get it into the back of the net. And well, Les Bleus succeeding where so many European giants have failed at this World Cup. Croatia, Belgium, Spain and Portugal all failed to get a goal past Morocco's ironclad defence. In fact, it's the first time that the Atlas Lions had gone behind at the World Cup quite remarkably. So it was interesting to see how they dealt with that one. And you could see that the fatigue and injuries on the Moroccan side were getting the better of them, with the captain Saiss forced off in the first 20 minutes, though that didn't stop the Moroccans from giving it their all. In fact, if anything, that galvanised them. They came very close in the first half with an overhead kick from El Yamik. It was really a tiny touch, a combination of a tiny touch from Hugo Lloris and it hitting the post to keep that one out of the back of the net. Giroud came very close also in the first half. He hit the woodwork for the French. And well, in the second half, it was really just a case of the French keeping their cool. It was really Morocco who looked at times very much more threatening, and they had more possession. And obviously there was this ear-splitting wall of Moroccan fans in Al Bayt Stadium. It was really quite, again, a remarkable atmosphere in the stadium for Morocco. Very much French fans outnumbered last night, though the French always looked threatening on the break, and it came the second goal in the 79th minute thanks to Colomwani in the 79th minute. Also another substitution, Thuram being very integral and making an impact immediately from coming off the bench. Colomwani remarkably scoring just 44 seconds after coming off the bench. So credit to Didier Deschamps again for his substitutions, making a big impact in this game. And so, well, the dream is over for Morocco. They'll have that third place, a playoff game on Saturday. And well, the French are in a back-to-back final, a very remarkable achievement for them. In fact, it's their fourth final in the last 8 World Cups, which surely cements them, Stuart, as one of the greatest footballing nations, at least in the last 25 years.
Yeah, as you said, their dream over for Morocco, but dream's still on for France, of course. You can see the headlines already, can't you? It's going to be Mbappe versus Messi. Argentina, now the last hurdle for France.
That's right, Stuart. I think it's the duel that a lot of fans were craving ever since the semi-finals. We have Mbappe against Messi, the two PSG teammates, now opponents on the biggest international stage for Mbappe. Obviously, this is his chance to win 2 World Cups before turning 24. I think his 24th birthday is a day or two after the final, if I remember correctly. And well, for Messi, this is a last crack at getting that last trophy that he so desperately wants to complete his trophy cabinet. He's 12 years Mbappe's senior, and he's made it quite clear that this will be his last World Cup here in Qatar. But for Mbappe, well, he'll want to cement his name more into history if he manages to lead France to potentially become the first team to retain a World Cup title since Brazil in 1962. It has to be said that from what we've seen here in Qatar, we're expecting a very tight 50-50 game, and it could well be a moment of magic from either of the pair or both of the pair that really is the decider in this final coming up on Sunday.
Selena, thanks very much. Great to talk to you. Selena Sykes there, our sports editor, sports correspondent.